Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, won't stop. Yeah. I'm so handsome. All in Carmine's with my Benz, I'm so fancy. No romancing. Got my baby and she right, she make you vanish. No time to play, got book dates. Had a plan, only had to wait. Always knew I'd make a way. Send a bill, they send a pay. Keep it real, keep the record straight. Keep it real, no time to fake. All authentic in my own lane. I am me till I'm in the grave. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, won't stop. Ooh, never panic. Get a worry, send it up and then advantage. Yeah, I can't stand it. Out of order way you move and see you scrambling. On offense, no defense. Still strong, no weakness. Used to say I wouldn't beat this. Now they wish they could beat this. Tables set, now tables turn. Guys playing, don't say a word. Know the price, cause I know my worth. My time, get what I deserve. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, won't stop. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, won't stop. Yeah. I'm so handsome. All in Carmine's with my Benz, I'm so fancy. No romancing. Got my baby and she right, she make you vanish. No time to play, got book dates. Had a plan, only had to wait. Always knew I'd make a way. Send a bill, they send a pay. Keep it real, keep the record straight. Keep it real, no time to fake. All authentic in my own lane. I am me till I'm in the grave. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. Ooh, never panic. Get a worry, send it up and then advantage. Ooh, I can't stand it. Out of order way you move and see you scrambling. On offense, no defense. Stood strong, no weakness. Used to say I wouldn't beat this. Now they wish they could beat this. Tables set, now tables turn. God's plan, don't say a word. Know the price, cause I know my worth. My time, get what I deserve. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, yeah. I'm so handsome. All in Carmine's with my Benzo, I'm so fancy. No romancing. Got my baby and she right, she make you vanish. No time to play, got book dates. Had a plan, only had to wait. Always knew I'd make a way. Send a bill, they send a pay. Keep it real, keep the record straight. Keep it real, no time to fake. All authentic in my own lane. I am me till I'm in the grave. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, ooh, never panic. Get a worry, send it up and then it vanish. I can't stand it. Out of order way you move and see you scrambling. On offense, no defense. Still strong, no weakness. Used to say I wouldn't beat this. Now they wish they could beat this. Tables set, now tables turn. Guys playing, don't say a word. Know the price, cause I know my worth. My time, get what I deserve. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop.
Welcome back, guys. I know not used to having us back-to-back nights on Thursday and Wednesday, but I said it every time I play the events mode this week, I will put them up live, so we got them there. And since some asshole from the East Coast decides to take the lead pretty solidly on me, that Aiden Cleary kid. I don't know who the fuck that kid thinks he is. Well, I gotta go and make sure I beat him, right? And we might have a few bathroom breaks, so to speak, during this round. Any of you that don't know, when you get painkillers, they back you up. So you top it off with a little bit of laxative type stuff, and yeah, it's kicking in now. So we're gonna be hitting that restroom a few times. I'm just playing an invite out, and then I'm going straight to events. This Miami defense looks pretty good. Oh, Tyrell, this isn't... We got some special ones coming. Did it work? Yeah, you got it going, right? We got some special ones coming. We'll get my one finalized in there. The one that for me specifically, this was a test one there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in on it, just so we got it. You can get a good look at what he's doing. But Justin's doing some fantastic things with these trackballs. And if we look, it's just a bunch of designs. They're word-of-mouth logos on this one, but he was testing to see how deep and how thick the engravings can go without feeling it. And this is as bad as he'll get, and I don't feel a thing different. So trust me when I say these are high quality. They're perfect. They don't affect the game at all, which is what I was worried about. So now I'm going through a couple things with them. I got some big ideas for Justin. If you guys need to, reach out to Justin. And I think up until Dallas, he's doing them for free. So let's grab the link for you guys. Yeah, I'm guessing you have a short somewhere in there, Quentin. I just had a feeling. Just from the guys, in case you don't know, troubleshooting a GoldenTeeTV machine is actually really, really easy. But there are some times, error code 13, for example, that one will eat your soul, man. You might not ever figure it out. It says IO board error number 13. Generally has nothing to do with the IO board. I think somebody was right on to the right thing, is that it's a power issue, that the IO board's reading too big or too little of a number from one of the devices. The problem is you have, what, 5 different devices plugged in, and it's hard to troubleshoot. So on that one, it's just guess and check. But in general, though, you just have to see it. You'll see everything a couple times and realize what the deal is and what problems it is. Oh. Yeah, I'm ready to dive into this event spot. I got the game on next to me, so we're good there. Dolphins don't look as bad as I thought they are. How I almost left that short with the 10.5, I don't know. And as always, don't hesitate to ask any questions you got. The events mode's a really good look at a lot of the 2021 courses. It's really a pretty simple event. So if you were actually trying to get your first go at trying the home events, this is a good one to start with. Par's always the same. You're going to need to shoot clean rounds at the very least, but you can easily throw in some one-betters. The par 3s that are in there are very friendly. I'm playing an invite right now. It's Whispering. First year live courses. I still think probably the best all-around year of courses they've ever made. Add on to the fact that we got tees and balls with it now and different specialty equipment. They are really still, they hold true. They hold up as some of the best ones still to this day. I like that the pars are pretty high, yet still there's a bunch of shots that aren't easy. This hole, for instance, not an easy hole most of the time. I didn't cut it enough. Hi, Andrew. Didn't expect that chip to go in. It's the first one of the day. So we might be in for a good run tonight. All right, so if I end up doing this, $20 IT slot invite in Vegas. What? I don't know what that is. I don't know what you're saying on that, Corey. Now, but back to it. I said last night that my plan is to try to accomplish. Yeah, Aiden's got me. Aiden's got me right now, but I haven't really put much time into it except being fucked up playing with Caesar. Last night I threw up a couple 2-betters, so we'll just go and dump a few more of those in tonight. But I'm planning on doing. We've done the ultimate cycles before, where we play all 88 courses, and that's fun. But I mean, it's we've all seen that and done that. My thing that I'm going to do here, I believe it's 30, Andrew. But my plan is around probably the week before the Super Bowl. We'll have some dead time in there, no football games. And then we'll be getting prepped up and amped up, ready to go to Worlds. But I want to do the ultimate cycle GoldenTeeTV edition. Meaning that the only way I can get to the next course is by shooting clean on the course that I'm playing. And I'm curious what your projections are on how long or really how many games it might take. The time-wise is going to be a challenge to guess. Games-wise, we can come up pretty close with it. I mean, really, I don't think anybody else would have the stamina to do it. And I think I can manage it. I think I can do it. All right, here we go. I'll take that all day long. So we start the day off with a beautiful 30 under, clean round on Whispering. That was one of the easier looks that we could get at that. No, we don't want to play invites. We're going to play some events. But we'll figure out. I believe it's 30 if I remember right, though, Andrew. We're going to play it right now. We'll tell you. Now, what I did on this event, though, is I went with my bag. I didn't need 3 drivers because I could have used a 3-driver bag. Would have been nice. But there's 6 par 3s. So I want to have my irons as well. So what I did was I'm going with my 2020 after pin change bag. So it's basically the same as my standard bag, only it's with the 9.5 driver. And the 9.5 driver comes into play on the hole on Tropical. I want to say it's hole 3, hole 2 maybe. But having that 9.5 makes that shot a lot easier. Nope, you can use anything. It's really any clubs and balls that you want. Come on, wind. Come on, wind. All right, pins on the right, but with that wind being a little bit right to left to right, I mean, going around this way, I got a chance to snap this back right at the hole. No risk at all, really. I mean, obviously, if you leave it short, that bunker's in play, but that was pretty much a great line to try to attack that pin. So right now I got 2 2-betters up, a 1-better, 2 2-betters, and 2 1-betters. Wait, is that? I got a skull in right now. My throat's hurting a bit tonight, so I'm trying not to smoke as much. I have no idea, Corey. All right, we got to get the aces now. This is where it starts. Not a good shot. Oh boy, Gaskin just took a hit. So this hole, it's better to have the 9.5 driver on it, just mainly because it clears the trees, and then it's also the distance is right for the longer box that you get. Right now, we're going straight over the top though with the 10.5. Because if we remember, a maxed out 10.5 is looking at about 350 on a fly. And really, there's no need to having 3 drivers on this setup. It didn't really conducive to give me any extra strokes. So if I don't need it ever, then it's better to have my low irons, because then I get more thumb shots to hole out. Good job, Waddle. Good grab. God, everything's lining up to be just off. But it's a good warm-up game, right? That was bad. So I'm just gonna play and not really talk much unless you guys have questions. I'm burning through. We're watching the game, but obviously, let me know if you guys do have anything. Oh, God, that's wet. Stop. Whoa. Hi, Lauren. How are you doing, young lady? Are you getting all geared up for the women's tournament in Florida next year? God damn it.
Brings up 3rd and 1, and this Ravens defense, they've been good on this down. They do a pretty good job. They shut down the run for the most part. They're able to do it on downs like this.
Oh, giddy up. There she goes. I love it. You guys are all hooked. It's incredible. Well, you got Brittany's kicking ass right now. She just won a gold game with a 1-better on Baja. That's pretty impressive. Wow, that's a hell of a catch by Shaheen. What a play. Whew. Yeah, it was one of those ones. I played a few games with her in Nashville and was looking for tips to give her, and she was right on point. It's just refining what she's already doing. That's really it. Possibly. We'll see. Gar. Wow. All right, I'm going to zoom out on this so you guys can see a little better. And there we go. Get in the hole. One time. Arr! Come on! All right, ace time. We got to get the ace. One of these. Here it is. Yeah, we don't know, Andrew. Hopefully they'll be ready by then, but it's gonna be, you're gonna be real close to time. Well, the first XLT, the first thing I'm looking at always is, can I thumb the shot? And when I say thumb shot, let's change that. Let's adapt that and say, can I hit a shot with no pullback? Because it doesn't necessarily need to be a thumb shot, but we want to take that variable out of play. So you'll have to know your distances and what you have going, and if it's the best play for it. So and when I look at this one, okay, I need the extra height to get over the edge. In order to have a club that I could thumb it, I'd be doing that. There's no way it gets over the edge, so thumb shot's out the window. So now I'm looking at a pullback shot, and I can overhit with the pullback, so this 4 is going to be perfect. Yeah, I have to look at the schedule again, Andrew, but all right, so we went clean on the event. We need better than cleans. So the initial thing is, so part 3 specifically, I'll go through my shot process when I'm looking at it right away. And I'm doing this instantly when I'm doing it in my head. All right, hole 1. Perfect. 165, outwind to 7, downhill quite a bit. I'm looking at this and I'm saying, well, it's either a 5 or a 4. I know if I thumb the 5 iron, it comes up a little short. Does the little bit short get enough based off of with the outwind to 7 and the downhill? I would think no. So now I need to have a little bit more distance. So I'm going 4, but that's going to be way long. So if I low tee this and backspin it, this should be a really good speed coming in. And that's all I'm doing. I'm giving myself a chance to go past the hole, whether I'm rolling through it or I'm backing it through. So I gave that a chance to go in. I can't really argue with the result. This one, I don't have any way. There's nothing I can thumb at it, so we're going with the full. 1, 2. That's pretty much perfect for this full. But I got to throw it a little bit right to get it around this first tree. All right, no thumb shot here. And this would be one of the holes that I kind of shy away from my thing. Oh, whoopsie. I've never done that before. All right, let's see what we can do. If we can make something special happen from here. Is that a rock? All right, let's try this. We're going to try to bank it off the inside rock. You can't totally whiff the ball, though. All right, save it, make the chip. Let's save it. Otherwise, it's a DNF. Nope, DNF. That's what happens when you don't use a T. Now, would I have done that in a match play? No, I would have always used a T there. I just happened to hit the one cactus top. Oh, well. So, really, I wasted $1 trying to save 3 cents. That's not a smart play. So let's just say we're not going to not tee that one up from now on. All right. Now you just know that this shot carries a bit. This tee box isn't as big as some of the other ones, so that's probably not enough movement for the 4 iron with that much height change. But if I do the low tee and release it, a straight shot might work. Hey, Scotty. It was too much. All right, we got to get some hole outs. All right, pins in the left, but I'm way to the right on this. Pins to the right, but I'm way to the right on the tee box. So cutting it around the outside of the left isn't a viable play. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to leave it where it's aimed. I'm going to backspin this and then throw it out around the tree. And that almost straight back and throwing it out, once you figure out how much cut it is, you can basically know how far the ball's going to come back. And that's just going to be repetition. There's no real way to give a perfect judgment on it, because it's also partly to do with how hard you're hitting it forward too, how much it's going to cut back. So like I jump up a club or two generally on my cuts and I hit them soft. I know how much they come back with it most of the time, and it's really repeatable for me. But you may hit your cuts harder and play down a club, and you'll have to adjust that based off of how it reacts when you do your pullbacks. And with the shot meter, you can get a really accurate reading because you'll be able to start telling, okay, I cut it to here with this shot last time. It wasn't enough cut. I'm going to cut it a little more this time. Fucking sprayed it. Oh, that might hit the hill and come back down, though. And this is why we have the other driver. Pins up front. We have to carry this ball 352 into a wind. That ain't happening with the 10.5 today. So we have the 9.5, and the 9.5 is perfect for this speed. I'm happy I clipped the branch, but that's good. Once you take away the having to adjust your distance part of it, because you're doing it just solely with the club, you don't have anything to worry about there. On a shot that when you looked at it off the start, it looked a little bit imposing, it turns out to be a super simple shot.
2 seasons ago, got up and took care of it. Spring length, and he's having a really solid year as well.
Damn it. Let it go with nothing and that drops. Fuck. All right, that tee box isn't big enough to fight for a 5 wind. So if I push it over there, I'm going to have to aim right a little bit still. And actually, maybe not. It's close. We're going to try this. And I pushed it left. That's smart. Let's take a look and see how fantasy's going so far.
He's done that a couple times now during this first half. And you know me, Joe, I love seeing these corners that come up and they make plays like this and get in there and tackle guys, and he's done it now. Immediately, once the ball's been thrown out to the perimeter, trying to pick up.
You can't go in? Shit. That would have been nice. Just want this right side of the fairway. Want to have the least amount of trees to cut past on this hole. Yeah, wow, what a defensive battle this has been. My God. All right, we're going to get this thing running hot past the hole. Come on! All right, I didn't think that water was in play long. Probably, it all depends. I want to say next week's is probably going to be a 2020 setup, very similar to what we have. Next week should be a 2020 setup, very similar to what we have right now. So 3 4s and 5s, but from 2020. Since this is, I mean, technically 2020 and 2021 world. And then I'm assuming we'll have a par 3, a par 5, and then something random in there. So depending, the par 3, I'm thinking that 2-betters at least. Like you'll have to have at least 5 2-betters. But I would hope that comes on week 3, so it's the same event for home and for bar. Well, there's only one really good place to play here, and I mean that in Cedar Rapids. I have Stadium. I forget the road it's on, but it's right across from the Colonels and the Rough Rider Stadium. We got 2 machines there and there at $3 a piece. You got a bunch of nice people that work there. The eye candy isn't where I'd hope it to be at a place to play Golden Tee, but it's nice because they don't bother you. It's a pretty good setup. You got a TV right above everything, and that's really it. That's the only place I'll play when I get out to play commercial. But they treat us. The owner treats us really well. Kelly's always there during the day. She's fantastic. If I was going to go anywhere else, I would probably be going to Tailgaters. That machine felt the best when I've played there, other than the ones that I fixed up. I'm always going to be a big fan of Camden Vending, even though it's not Camden anymore and he's no longer with us. And plus, when Club Lucky comes back, it is a Club Lucky machine, so. Why, are you in the area, Michael? Personal preference. For me, the pullback keeps my hand on the ball and keeps pressure on it. If you notice, I'm a rhythm. I don't pull back and stop. I do the same thing with my chipping. And it just helps me come on. It helps me keep on it. Oh, well, hey, we got some good Des Moines spots too. So if I'm out in Des Moines, I go hit Dave Stout's bar, and that's cheap seats. You've also got a couple that came down. Greg Raymer came out, and he comes out and plays with us sometimes in Cedar Rapids. He chimes in on the stream too. But he chimes in on YouTube, Michael. If you're in Facebook, you don't see the YouTube chats. Although if you're on YouTube, you'll see all the other chats. Let's go, and it's gt.live/themouth if you want to jump into the YouTube, and you'll catch chats from everywhere. All right, we got to start getting some hole outs. We have no moisture accumulating as of yet. Now, generally, that tree right here, this first one, is not in play. And it's not in play there, but the water is because I pushed it way right. No, we're perfect. Okay. See, like that, how soft I hit that? I baby cut it. All right, 7 out wind, pins at the front. It's going to be a low T backspin. It's just a question on, I mean, we're going to give it every chance to go in. I'm backing it all the way up. There's a chance this will snap back into the water, but oh well. Nope, didn't get back. So really, anytime you get an outwind, you can't back that into the water with a low T. Yeah, Michael can't. Gary, when you're, if somebody's chiming in from Facebook, they can't get they won't see your chats. But that's why I put it up there. I just love seeing new players, though, this late into the cycle of the game, man. It's awesome to get you guys back in. Now you got your home edition. That's exciting too. Don't hesitate. If you got courses that are giving you a problem, don't hesitate. Shoot me a friend request on the app and send an invite for whether it's for money, handicap, non-handicap. I don't give a shit. But it's good content to get, and I'd love to play a game and have you follow it around the course. All right, there's not a way that's going in with a straight shot. So I'm going to high tee this, and I'm going to cut it back in. I high teed it because I just really wanted to get the line at the hole, and not have to worry about spin. Plus, it lands a little softer, and we'll have less of a chance of kicking through that and going wet. Didn't really work out, but didn't hurt me. I never hold this one out though. This is always bad when it's in the back. Let's see. It's just so hard to get the line right, and since it's floating down into that green. Yeah, it would be. I'm kind of on board. Like, all right, so the first development cycle with anything IT does is always focused on commercial. And I'll tell you this much, peer-to-peer would be not good for commercial. Because you'd be monopolizing the time of a bar machine for a multiplayer game, even though the vendor isn't getting any extra money for it. Yeah, you could charge more for it, but yet still, I don't see that as being an actual realistic thing for commercial. Now, for the home edition market, fuck yes, that would be fantastic. And I mean, I wish that they built into the UI coming up with the new release, because the hardware that it's running. No, Evan and I are equals. It's not one better or worse. I mean, he's gotten me in matches. I've gotten him in matches. The thing now, I'd probably give him a little edge because they play a ton more than I do. I mean, I'm playing 200 to 300 games a month at most. I mean, generally, whatever I play on the stream is all I play. Sometimes I'll jump in and knock out events mode by myself, but in general, I'll play pretty much all the games I play on the stream. I very rarely get out and play commercial, but I'm playing enough that my game is still sharp. It's just less likely for me to be totally on. Well, thank you, Ben. Bigger one right now is Dallas. That's what we're working on first. So it's the little things that you lose. Like I would say they're probably better chipping than me. They don't miss as many putts as me right now. Just through play more, get better type philosophy. All right. I hate where that pin is. We're kind of in the middle. Actually, we can hit a full. We tried. I mean, in general, Ben, though, you would have said there you've got maybe the top 20 of us in the world, and then when Stenmark was playing and Haas is playing the most, they're the only two that are a little bit better. Yeah, well, you're seeing them now, Gary. It's a blast, man. There's a whole subculture to this that got me hooked at when I was younger. I've been a part of it ever since. It's a blast, man. Yeah, Ben. I mean, I'll miss a couple of tournaments every now and then. Shit. I've lost some big I should have been player of the year. I lost to Fox by missing a 40-foot putt. I should have won TOC, and I lost to Luna by missing a 25-foot putt. Ryan, all I know is that they're going to be extremely unique. The fact that we have PGA courses with us now, from my understanding, Jim Z is going crazy. Like, he's got since he's already got the real courses, he can get a little bit crazy with his designs this year. So I have a feeling they're going to be a bit crazy. And I hear people talking about the PGA courses like we're going to murder them and they're going to be terrible. Dude, the PGA courses are just like Pine Creek. They really are. The thing that we're going to be able to do that the pros can't is with the high tees and hitting 5 woods 320, we can high tee and go over a lot of shit. But otherwise, the courses are pretty solid. I mean, I honestly don't think they're going to be. I mean, there's going to be big scores on them. We're not going to hit a lot of hazards or shit like that, but the scores are going to be really big. But they're not dead simple like what people are seeming to think. Now, mind you, I only played them with casual, on casual mode. So we didn't have tees or balls at all. And par was looking like 25 to 27 with no tees or balls. And that would be, but you would have a lot of holes that you would be able to drive. I have no doubt we're going to see scores into the 30s a bit. There we go. Well, I'm assuming there's going to be a new club set that they do, Player's Choice in the World Champion bag. The only problem is the courses are going to release before we have a World Champion. So I guess we're not going to see that, but Player's Choice will probably be out there. Expect something totally different with the balls. Yeah, see, XL, I play, that's the other thing too. I don't play a lot of 2020 courses right now. I mean, 2021s. I'm playing mostly old stuff. So my handicap, it's funny because they do this, Watches does these like Golden Tee fantasy pools for each tournament. And my handicap will be out there like, I'll be way off compared to the other people in my group. So typically I'm in 1 or 2, but my handicap's like a 28. But if I was playing all 2021 like they are, I'd be in the be at a 30 to 31. So it's a little bit challenging to compare. Now the interesting part about that is though, if they do the sports book again, and we're able to bet ourselves at Worlds, I always, since I don't play much commercial and I play a lot less games, it ends up, my odds end up being a lot longer than they should right when we get there. Because they're going, I mean, the books are taking a whole bunch of stats from IT to make the lines. And I'm sure IT will have some say in it and be like, no, that's way off for this person. But get a chance to make a big number off of it. I want to say last year I had pumped in a good $2,000. I think I had on tickets on myself. I wish I was a sentimental type. I would have saved them all because they didn't get to collect because I did not win. I was very scared there. Ah, there's Ty. He went over to YouTube. Well, playing just for drinking beer is not a bad thing either. Shit, when I started, I played to get my beer paid for. I mean, it was just me and a couple guys from high school back when I got out of the military. Hey, Eric. Keep it up, man. I see. Are you still? Well, you're in second now, I think, on that event, but you should be rolling pretty good. No. Shit. All right, this is as bad as I could have done here. Oh, God. Sweet. Oh, I caught the bounce just right. Well, all right, so from what I'm hearing about that kit, there are ways already to do it, Ryan. It's called a magic switcher. The unfortunate problem with Power Putt, I think, is the one that causes it. Might be bags that causes the biggest issue, but Power Putt doesn't run You have to have an older video card with it, and it only runs on 720p. It might be Bags that does that. So you have to end up having two physical Nighthawk boxes in there. Now, from what I'm understanding about that kit, it doesn't sound right what somebody just posted today, but they're saying that kit will replace Golden Tee and you won't have it on the machine. That doesn't make sense to me. And I'll get some more info about that, and then if it's not, I'll try to get it. If it isn't what they posted, I'll try to get one of the kits early and we'll install it on the stream together. You'll see, it's actually really easy. It's really a security chip. So you pop the chip out of your I/O board, pop the new security chip in, and then it's a new hard drive. Now, hopefully it would have Golden Tee on there. If not, it wouldn't be worth it to me. Tell me I cut that enough. Just beyond. Thank you. Shit. All right, get the eagle. Eagle this. Here we go. Oh yeah, can't eagle it. Gotta eagle it now. We can't miss this now. Oh, almost got the double eagle. Shit. All right. Two better. There we go. So we got 3 2-betters, 2 1-betters. What is that? 158 then? Might as well pump this up to 160. Thank you. I appreciate that. I gotta grab water. Whew. All right, left 2. We're going into a little bit of wind. It's got a chance. Come on, settle, 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 settle. Release would have been the shot. Shit. Thought it would die a bit more coming in. That's one of the things that's gonna be the hardest once you start using your thumbs. You have to account for the break on the green, but you also have to account at how hot you're coming past the hole. So that one there, I thought it was gonna slow down more so it wasn't gonna hop forward like a normal roll would, but it didn't slow down much at all. So it hopped forward just like normal, and it didn't play the left brake at all. Wait, Rusty, you've had a home edition for a while, haven't you? Or are you streaming at someone else's place? So for this event, so my standard bag will have the 9.5, will have the 8.5 driver in it on most on most courses. For this event specifically, since it called, yeah, I know. Well, Rusty's his name. But so my standard bag will have the 8.5 in it. But this course includes one of the courses that I play a 3-driver bag on, which is tropical. So one of the holes, the 8.5 driver isn't in play ever, and it doesn't affect me the rest of the way on this setup. So I went with my bag that has the 9.5 in it. Normally on the events modes that aren't par 3s, I'm gonna play a 3-driver set. But in this one, I didn't. There's a lot of par 3s in it, and I want to have the irons to attack the pins. This is the reason why I made sure I have the bag with my 9.5 in it, because this hole sucks with the 8.5 when it's longer than when it's the long box. Because the 8.5 doesn't clear any of the trees, so you kind of have to play a cut through it. And at the distance that you're hitting it, when you hit it full, it goes through the green. But if you lay off of it at all, you don't get over the front edge of the green. But we'll go through each event every week when we're doing this and make sure we got the right set of clubs. If next week's is going to be the 20, if it's going to be similar to this, where it's 3s, 4s, and 5s from 2020, then it would probably be the same bag, because on 2020 you want the 9.5 driver. It might require a 3 driver bag, but we won't know until we actually see the holes in it. Hopefully that made sense. All right, we got to get the ace here. Nope. I love the low tees on these par 3s. I'll take it. Yeah, Gary, I had the same issue with him. I can't figure out is it Rocco, is it Rusty? And then he tells me 2 different things 2 different times. But I also learned that one when we were fucked up in Vegas. So depending on the course, but for the events mode and for tropical, I dropped my 4-iron. But for something like this with all the par 3s, I want that 4-iron. On tropical, it almost never gets me into trouble. And really, that's the only course that I run 3 drivers on. All right, this is ugly. Even low T, it's going to be too hard. Oh. But it just so happens that I got used to never having a 4-iron in my bag, because I would have always had a 7/9 wood. And when they did the change on the woods this year, there's no sense in having 2 woods. So the 4-iron was like a luxury club. But also, I didn't need a 4-iron before, because that 9 wood, before it was changed to be equal to the 7, the 8, and the 9, you could hit that one at 150, or you could hit it at 250. Now you can't really get it down that far. But the basic premise on all of the bags that... Oh yeah, I must be. Come on, wind. That's terrible. Hey. All right, so we're up to 158. Let's try to pump this up to 160 before we quit tonight. That was the wrong club. Clearly the wrong club. I should have hit a 4-wood. All right, we got a tough look here. Now I'm gonna hammer cut this ball and try to get it to bounce towards the hole. I don't know if I'm gonna get enough speed on it, but there's really no other shot at it. I mean, if I cut that a little bit more, I have a chance to put it in, but if I cut it just a little bit more than that, it snaps and I'm wet. So that was a risk to reward. There was no real reward on that setup. Same here. This is bad too. But at least we have a decent pin where it's at right now. That bottom right pin is good because I can funnel it down and let the green do all the work. Especially with this wind in my face. God damn, this has been long to get across even. give it a run at it. That's all we can do. And I think, let me see if I have it here. I think I actually, underneath the trackball cam, I believe we have the bags there. Let's see. And we do. Whoa, nope, that's not the right set. What the fuck? That doesn't even look like 14 clubs. Oh, no, that's not it. We'll have to leave it. I don't know where he's got the list of them all. I haven't had one of those in a while. And to be quite frank, I have no idea. It's one of the rare times I don't know what causes the chopsticks. Probably because it never happens to me, so I've never tried to deep dive into it. So, if it does happen to me, though, I'll be sure to make sure to figure out a reason behind it. Get in the hole. Let's see what we're at. Let's see if the leaderboard's updated yet. It has not, but let's look at commercial and see who's running right now. All right, so Puff's well in the lead. I don't know if Demko already has a spot, so he's there. Everybody else on that list. Oh, Brandon Robinson's going to get a spot. Rios can get a spot. Looks like McClellan's going for one, and Gomez. So we gotta. It's going to be a tight race to finish this. I should honestly DNF this because I can't get one of my scores knocked off. I mean, even if I make this, it really doesn't help me. Let's try though. Six to 3. What an exciting ass game. Well, going shot height, and once again, it's going to be an all field type thing. But I've said this multiple times on the stream. Elevation is the one thing that we don't have a number for in GoldenTeeTV, right? Meaning we don't have a way to tell how high we are above the hole. Now, one of the things that I use, if you watch my shot, when I hit like a high T5 wood, watch that the ball is always above the outside of the screen. So if you have a machine that's zoomed correctly, it's why I'm a big stickler for having the zooms correct, because I can judge if I have a shot that I can see the top of the obstacle and I'm trying to hit a high tee, well, I know the 5-wood's getting over it because if I can see it, the 5-wood goes barely off the screen. That's the best way I've used to do it. Like, that's the easiest way I've gotten to adjust my heights based off of the obstacles. And I just find something that is consistent that's always the same way. So it's like if I'm picking a spot, if I'm playing the daily and I missed a shot to the left by 2 feet, right? And I come back to that hole again, I'm going to find the same exact spot that I teed it up, and then I'm going to move it 2 feet to the right. So find the object on the game that won't change. So for me, for the height, the top of the screen is always there. So I know that I can get over it if it's below the top of the screen. No, this is not the bag I play for par threes. My par 3 bag will drop. I only carry the 10.5 driver in my par 3 bag. And then I will drop the G wedge and put a sandwich pitching wedge in there instead. Now that's just because of par 3s. I want to have that 80-yard club rather than trying to nerf down a 9-iron or overhit the G wedge in that spot. You know what I mean? So, I mean, basically, the holes that you can attack, especially playing stouts, Par threes are where your money is going to get made using stouts. So I want to have all of the options going at a hole that's a par three with a thumb shot. And if I play just the G wedge, I can get shots in there where I can't thumb it. But playing with the other two, adding the pitching wedge, sand wedge, well, then I've got a thumb shot almost every hole. And this is why I'm playing the 9.5. The 8.5 will get this on, but you have to hammer it, and it will go over the back of the green. This shot here, my distance is going to be pretty much perfect. And in fact, I think I could even hit the 10.5 here, but in fact, I probably should have, but I still stay on for a putt. I contemplated, no, and I don't have a 6-iron in my par 3 bag either. If you look, the 6-iron, it's a 10-yard gap between the 6 and the 7 and the 5. But 20 yards gap between clubs will allow me to either roll, release, bite, high tee, low tee, and still have thumb shots in there. So the 6-iron's not needed for me really in any facet, in any bag. Oh. Now, when we were building Caesar's bag, though, he plays the 5 hybrid. That's his chipping club. Well, I'm a 5-iron guy, so my gaps are pretty much even there. But if you're a 5 hybrid guy, then you need to the 6-iron is actually a good distance gap there, so you can get away with that. The problem is then, though, the 7 and the 6 are still real close. So do you drop the 7-iron too and then leave yourself 25 yards? It just makes my gaps inconsistent. Uh-oh, that's not good. Yeah, I don't think there's a, there was one bag that I've had all time, and that was really only, and that was for teal. And the only reason teal I did a 5 hybrid on was because when that course first came out, hole 17, or it might be 16, but the bell hole, right? But when that course first came out, there was an invisible wall up about halfway up from the bottom of the bell to the top. And the 5-iron would hit it every time, but the 5 hybrid would stay under it. So until they actually patched it out, I had to put a 5 hybrid in. And by that point, it was a couple months after the course release that they fixed it. And by that point, I had just gotten so used to that course with the 5 hybrid that I didn't change. But now with only carrying a 9 wood, I have a 4-iron in my bag, which would replace the 5 hybrid anyway. So, wow, that was bullshit. Oh, that's commercial. Let's see what home's at. Did I catch them yet? Did it update? It has not. It has not updated. But up until, so I really want that 20-yard gap between clubs. It's really helpful, especially if you're using the same type of clubs. Now, if I play a hybrid and a regular iron, those gaps aren't going to be as consistent, but the clubs play a little different too, so you'll know your gaps. I unfortunately don't play them. I could figure them out right away, but it's just, they're not my clubs. They're not what I use. All right, so Jim Nantz, Joe Buck, Chris Collinsworth. All right, so the kill is, I think Chris Collinsworth is the worst out of all of those. I don't understand why the hate for Joe Buck so much is. If you guys watch, he's hilarious in Brockmire too, so I loved him in that. But I would probably marry Nance, fuck Joe Buck, and kill Chris Collinsworth. Chris Collinsworth is just he rides the dick of whoever the game he's playing with, and how they're the greatest player ever. And if you guys have never watched Brockmire, do it. It's fantastic. Hank Azaria is hilarious. So close. I have not gotten that going right to left in a long, long time. All right, we're not going to be greedy. We're going to use a tee and not hit a cactus and DNF. Well, I'm glad I put up a score real quick because my neck is really starting to fucking hurt. God, I can't wait to get shot up with whatever they do or go in there and clean some shit out. Getting excited. All right, we got to snap thumb this. Because if you are a 4-iron player, you will understand what I mean. The 4-iron and the 5-iron, when compared to other clubs, your thumb shot distances are shorter than what your thumb shot distances are with like your 5 hybrid or your... I know a lot of people would kill him, and I just don't dislike him. I don't. Oh! Oh, yeah! Getting moist, baby. Woo! We'll save that bad boy. Hit that shit. That one, I mean, there's a puddle underneath me right now. I did not expect that to drop. 74,000 through 5. Let's keep this one going. And that pin's in the back. I should be able to let this one run and have a chance of holding this out too. Here we go. Nope. Bulldozer! I'm feeling a monster here, folks. Oh, that was too good of a look not to get that. Shit. All right, we're playing the safe shot here. Thank God, that hole can eat me up real quick. All right, not a terrible look here. We've got a pin in the back. Yeah, Caesar did a fantastic job. Now, look, I had gotten to meet Caesar at the Vector Room thing. And guys, he's got skills. He's got something. He's got his thumbs are... The power he's got on his thumbs, I wish I had. I wish I could thumb that hard. Now, he's in a rarefied air with how hard he thumbs, so it's going to be really hard to actually follow somebody around the course that hits like that. I mean, because nobody else will hit like he does. What? Oh, that didn't drop! God damn it! Mm. God damn, I thought I had another. Oh, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Really? Fuck. How hard do you know pull back down straight consistently? I don't know. I mean, I'm always right in that area, but that's the joy. You don't. All right, so it's almost impossible to pick the spot you put your tee down perfectly. So your mistakes with that, your misses, still have a chance of going in. No. No! Come on, why didn't that cut?
Progressive, we love your pets as much as you do. Like this guy in a hat. That's why Progressive Car Insurance covers your pets for up to $1,000 if they're ever in a car accident. This mini
Fuck!
I'm
sorry. Can we stop making focus on car insurance here? But, you know, all the cute little animals.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I try not to snap them. I mean, like, I'm trying to play the club. I try not to hit my thumbs hard. Put it that way. Like, my speed on my thumbs, I can get my thumbs up to 110 if I really want to. But if I do that, I'm all over the place. So I generally keep my thumb speeds down around 80 to 90. That's my accuracy range. And then if I need to go bigger than that, that's when I do my no pullback push shot. God damn it. This game is just, it feels terrible now. Now I feel like, what a waste. How the fuck do I miss that one hole? You know I'm going to hole another one out in here too, just to piss myself off. I cut the shit out of that ball too. I don't understand that. Well, it didn't matter. Fuck. Well, I can get the no pullback. I can get the no pullback push shot up to 123 on a dead straight shot. But generally, I want to keep that between. I want to go between 95 and 115. And it's only used for me on stuff like I mean, it's rare that I use it on anything but like a 4-iron push shot. Because the other ones I can control the speed and with the height. It's generally the 4-iron is what I'm hitting at. Because at the thumb speed of a 4-iron, it doesn't quite get near to the distance that I like. So I got to push it up a bit. For instance, here, this distance with this wind would be perfect if it was like a 5-iron or a 7-iron. But I'm going to snap. This ball's going to snap back pretty hard, might go wet. But that's all, and reminder here, the max is 123 on a dead straight no pullback shot. So it really doesn't matter how you accomplish the no pullback shots. If you thumb, if you push it, shit, if you fucking turn around and hit it with your ass, as long as you're consistent, it doesn't really matter what your speeds are. If you could thumb the ball at 78 every time, that's a useful thing. Now, for me, I wouldn't like it as much. I mean, you don't get the spin. You don't get the spin when you're down that low that you would hope on like bite, and backspin will spin a little less than it normally would at that speed. But the fact that you can hit the same distance over and over again, you can adjust. You can build sets. You can build clubs. You can do any number of things to make that accommodating. I mean, the majority of this is being able to repeat the shots that you want to hit over and over and over again. With consistency. All right, we're going to backspin this. Well, that one, I don't know. But in that setup, to have that shot again, I don't have a 4-iron in match play on that with that course. Would I have done that in match play? Absolutely not. I just know I need aces. So aces change everything. Oh, anytime, Cam. You know I love it. Yeah, it's a good set of holes. So Gateway, so Erica, I would be using a low T. I would have used a low T 9 iron. I mean a low T 9 wood, or I may have high T'd the. I may have high T'd the 5 iron there. But this is the only hole on Tropical that you can get hurt with. The 4 iron can matter. The rest of it, you can always set your approach to be correct. All right, we're going for the ultra to try to ace this. I know, I said I was going to use a high T from there, but... I can't get the line with thumb shots on this hole. Ever. Never can. All right, so... that's going to fly the green probably, and I'd backspin it. But watch what we're going to do here. We're going to use the high T4, but with backspin here. And let's see if it'll check back enough. Just because I wanted it to get a little bit down, not snap past it, give it a chance. I just needed to come back a little bit there. It was a tough hole out to get. Yeah, Aiden's got me by points right now. We're going to catch his ass, though, tonight. All right, let's get this. Let's get this. Get back on warm better. Come on, fucker. All right, outwind to 10, 5 outwind. Let's see if we can get a straight thumb shot here. This is going to be a tough one. I pushed it a click left. And that's where the problem with thumbs come in, especially when we're looking at a hole like that, where we don't have a lot to go. Well, gameplay Cam, they're not progressive. They're set the way they're set. Generally, it's using the last 2 weeks of play. I have a feeling that next week they're going to jump it up. I got to say, I have a real issue with how IT runs these. They're making money off of it now. Well, I'm always looking at the yellow marker, but that's always just a guideline. Yeah, but the way they word the tournaments out, they're basically taking a rake out of our entry fees, and I don't like it. And I tell you, if somebody really got an itch in their panties, they could probably go to their state legislature and get these tournaments kicked off the machines in their state, because it's really close to constituting illegal gambling. The fact that they're making money off the entry fees is a touch and go, because they're calling it a fee, a tournament fee. It's kind of shitty any which way you look at it. But it's not a true progressive pot. It was at one point in time. Yellow marker is like the pirate's code. Well, the yellow marker is a really good, I mean, I use it all the time. How I'm using it, I don't know. I'm really using the yellow marker to get my line right on par fours, because the left tip of it is where your line is going to be at. Otherwise, distance-wise, yeah, I guess I do use it, but I'm only looking to go past the object, and I'm also using it to figure out what I need to carry on shots I need to carry. It is a guideline. That's exactly what. That's a perfect description. You also have to be careful though, because if you're on playing an old course with rain, you cannot use that as a guideline, because it's deducting distance off of it for no reason, thinking that you lose distance in the rain when you do not. The only thing you lose in the rain is the after the ball lands. And since I'm using the guideline to figure out my carry distance most of the time, even though I got them all locked in my head now, so it's not really figuring anything out. Ugh. Well, yeah. With the World's Passes being on there, I was kind of thinking they would actually add to the prize pool preemptively. That's just going for aces, guys. You don't need to. Hi, Neil. All right, let's get another two better. I thought we had this done already, and I blew it. What the fuck, dude? I'm sorry, Tua doesn't. Yeah, it seems drunk. I don't understand. Tua is not a good quarterback. Yeah, I did already. I got a two better to start. I had a big two better going and I blew it. Like I was two better with 100K through 7 holes and blew it. All right, pins in a spot there. 1, 2. We're gonna go right at it this time. That wasn't a good effort. All right, make the chip. This is a gimme. All right, come on, Ravens. Let's go. Let's get this fucking thing going. How about a little brown action here? How is he? Oh, because I have Gaskin going too. Come on. I'll get it. Have a good night, Eric. All right, so I went hard at that. Let's see. Oh, see, that's bullshit. That ball never... I should have moved it another click right. Crap. All right, we're on the left side of this box, so we can go around the left side. Turn! Son of a bitch! Oh. Oh, fuck. This back is not feeling good. Hillbilly. Oh. All right, we're gonna go low T release here. Not a big enough T box, so let's just flip it with bite. And what I mean by not a big enough T box is the T box isn't wide enough to use the T box to hit a straight shot to fight the wind. So that's what I'm going for pretty much with every shot with stouts, is the thumb of ball dead straight. And on par threes, most of the time I can move the T on the box in order to have a straight thumb shot, or where I think it's straight. But you can tell pretty quickly on courses when a T box is tiny. And then it becomes, unless you need to high T or low T it, you probably shouldn't move it there, because you have all the data correct and the reading by moving the T on those to make it where I have to just push a little bit directionally from over there. It's actually making it harder because I don't have all the information now. It's now got a guess in there involved, rather than knowing, okay, I have this much wind and I'm fighting this with my thumbs. I'm moving it directionally, and then I got to fight, well, it's that much wind, but I don't know where my aim is now. And I can elaborate on what I mean there. It's hard to explain, though. The words I just used didn't do it justice. But hopefully it makes sense to you guys. God damn, guys. All right. We got to make one of these. I don't think I got it. All right, back of the bottom. That's tough. I gotta cut this in with a low T. All right, we're gonna give this another maybe 2 tries, and then we're gonna call it a night. Just a little quick stream, get a couple events modes games in. What the hell is going on here? Miami's defense is looking very stout. Ultra. All right, come on, game. Let's get these. Get these. I can't hit it fucking straight. God damn it. Yeah, I don't care who wins this, Nate, but I just need something to happen. This has been pretty bad. Dolphins D is playing its ass off. All right, come on. Here it is. Nope, that's bad. I can't get shit to drop now. Let's go. All right, we're hitting a cutie shot here. No wasted tees here. Let's just hit it with no tee. Kevin, not much. Just knocking out a couple of games, watching the football game, trying to get this lead back in the events. We tied them up. We'll catch them. We'll catch them eventually. Let's see if we can get. I need 2 betters now, though. All right, let's get hole 1 to start it off. A little bit of break. Did I hit it soft enough? This is gonna be close. Come on! Where the fuck is the left 2 bounce at all? That was perfect. Fuck. I don't think that putt will get there. All right, holdouts time. Holdouts time. Got to get one of these early ones. And there it is. All right, we got one. We need a second one, and that's this one. I knew that wasn't going to work. What am I doing? Okay, 337 pins in the middle back. So I'm looking at a 3-wood now. Neil, I believe you do know him. All right, this should be... it's a White Sox hat. Fun one I found in my closet. I forgot that I had. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Testing that right knee. Nodding. Gives a thumbs up. Picked up his helmet. He's about to go back in and is
I sprayed it. That was a good hole-out look, and I missed it. Motherfuck. Wow, he throws just an ugly ball, dude. I can't believe this guy's an NFL quarterback. Fine. Happy with that. I hate that look. Anytime I can get a putt on this hole, I'm good. Now we just need another hole out.
Organization in Houston, Texas. Year after selected 5th overall.
This game is just not good to watch at all.
2 is now alone.
All right, back it up. Play the 4. Low T release.
He hit hands there with his right hand, but
Come on! Damn it! Shit!
there on that hand, finger. See how he's doing. We may see Brissett back in the line.
Yeah, I don't think he is an NFL player. But at least their organization seems to know it already.
Touchdown scored in salute to service games this month. Rocket Mortgage will donate $1,000. Find out more at Rocket Mortgage 6 for service.
I needed backspin. That was stupid. Way to let one go that you could have had. All right, we got 6 holes remaining to get this 1 better to 2 better. Nope. Fuck! Not much I could do with that.
Maybe that's the play to kind of track this offense and get going a little bit. Sometimes it takes one play, just something positive that happens. And
All right, we're going to get a good look at this second shot now.
good plays and take 19 straight games.
Any bit, I like having a little outwind here. I think I get a 4th. Oh, 5. Not good. Oh, shit, I didn't think the bite was going to pull that back. What is that?
Well, Miami doing a good job because that's one of those where you're reading the outside, and if they collapse and you're able to keep it, Lamar Jackson, but they've got an extra
Car!
Lamar Jackson was a little bit in no man's land. They're gonna come here, he's beating this guy here,
Fucking idiot.
and then here he comes on the hit. Lamar's able to
All right, I'm going to make this my last game. Call it a night. Got to go watch Special Victims Unit with the wife.
the only thing he could do. So good scheme there defensively by Miami.
Play it one more time. That skipped.
They're going to say catch. Let's see if he caught this. So Andrews for 14. As the Ravens now are going to bring it out.
Don't worry, we'll go live again tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Standard night.
It's now challenged by Miami. Let's see that last throw, and it was indeed complete. It looked like, we'll take a look at the end of this play. Miami was challenged a little bit. We'll review the play. It's a better look at it here. Still in the air. It looked like he got underneath it. I don't know if there's anything there, but Lamar Jackson, he brought that thing down, Kim Colby style to get it around. Looked like he was working it around and away, but to the side there, around the left.
Not a lot of holes to miss here. Just got to get some to drop. We need 2 to drop in a game.
These guys are getting pretty adept at doing that. Of course, we've been watching Mahomes do it for a few years.
A 3-better would be really useful, though.
Lamar Jackson came into this game talking about how much he's worked on, him in the pocket. He's another one of those Tom House guys. And then initially we're working with him possibly about trying to get his elbow up. Raise.
All right, here we go. Top tier to bottom tier.
They were working with him and saw him throwing the ball the way that he does on the move. They decided to
So hard to judge those. They're fun when they go in, though. I took 2 right before I started, and it's feeling
deliver the football properly.
okay. It doesn't do much. It still just makes it not like super painful, but it still feels crazy bad. Yeah. I you know, going through drafts like that, I don't blame people for not like. Being a Bears fan, you always heard, oh, they could have taken Deshaun Watson. They could have taken Patrick Mahomes. Okay, he wasn't neither. They went with the guy they thought was their guy. That's it. You just have to do it. It doesn't matter when you draft him. If you think it's your guy, you draft him. And I'm still not one of the. I'm still one of those people that fully thinks Trubisky was solid. I think Trubisky would have been a solid quarterback had he not had a coach that fucking blows dicks. Yeah, Tua though doesn't. I mean, he injured coming out of college anyway, and he still never looked like a pro quarterback, even though his team was fucking basically pro players. I thought that was a terrible choice. I mean, the only worst choice, and he hasn't been too bad, is dude from the Giants, dude. That guy, I mean, Dan Jones is, I couldn't imagine him going that high in a draft. And everybody said that when he got drafted, like, what? Dan Jones? Who the fuck is this guy? But if you're a quarterback at Alabama, with how much more talent you have than everyone else around you, you have to be almost perfect as a quarterback in order for you to be viable. God. All right, we got one. We need a second one here. God damn it. Had to be in between. All right, we're just going to high tee this one. Oh, anytime, Rusty. Come on, we'll get one of these. Here we go. We got one more to get. That'll get us the two better. Put us at 159. So let's get this one. Make it happen now. Don't have to press the rest of the way then. I don't need them yet, Steven. We'll get one in here. Oh, fuck you. Why do they gotta give you the offset look? And why do you just not go in? A bit. What is this? Come on, God! Yeah, I'll get up there. Don't worry. I'll be right up there too. All right, Gaskin, you're doing a little bit now. Thank you. Whoa, 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 whoa. What happened there? Did you see this? This ball, like, slowed down when it hit the cup and then turned. Whoa, what the fuck? Puff, you've already got your spot, dude. You're in. there's no way you're getting past to the top 5. So congrats on World Championships. To win it, yeah, but not to get your spot. He's crazy. I got robbed there. I'll take the 31 with 68. All right, I'm going to call it a night, though, guys. Been a pleasure. I know it was a short one tonight, but it was not even meant to be. But I said I'm going to stream every time I play the event, so I came down and played the event. We'll see you guys tomorrow night, though. We'll get into the 160s tomorrow for you. I love you all. We'll see you guys later. Good night.